Lasco drives left. Blocked by Normal.
Batangas is doing a great job of closing down on the inside. They've had a few blocks, one from Dexter earlier. It was only actually Mika Baguero that able to shot through the middle. But all the other else, Batangas is doing a great job protecting the inside.
Bonifacio fires, yes.
Can't do it from the inside, I'll do it from the outside. Juarez Bonifacio showing that he can stretch the floor para sa Biñan.
20-19, Biñan has retaken the lead. Ino slips, recovers. Lasco is there. Ino will launch the three. Off the glass and in.
Good shot opportunities para kay Ino, but if it goes in, it goes in.
8 points off the bench para kay Ino Comboy. Has provided a spark here, partner. Caballero. Extra pass. Ino short. Gets his own miss. Nick will fire. It's off to the left.
That's still something that's not consistent on the game of Nick Caballero.
Isip. Comboy. Medyo mainit si Ino. Crossover. Ochea from the corner. No. Comboy the top. Dexter Apinan first to the loose ball. 5 seconds to shoot. Comboy. Dexter has to fire. No. The clock will expire on Batangas.
Terrific stand on the defensive end para dito sa Biñan. They closed down any driving lane. There was good help side, and on the switch, they were able to challenge Dexter Apinan on the last 2 seconds. So a good stop coming from Biñan.
Mas gusto mo dapat sana, you gotta be a bit more decisive when you're in that situation, lalo na sa sitwasyon sa oras. 22-20. Good denial there from CJ Isip. There's a switch here. Bonifacio inside. Lasco. Nice improvisation there from Biñan.
That's what I like about the growth of the game of Juarez Bonifacio. We know that he can score. He can score from a lot of places, but now he is actually a good threat in giving out those assists.
8 assists for Biñan, 3 for Batangas. Inside, Ochea with a finger roll.
4 points for Ochea, not the usual scorer para dito sa Batangas, but he can step up if needed.
24-22 tayo mga idol in favor of Batangas. Oras po natin 6 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Maaga pa po ito, 24-22 in favor of Batangas.
Tito. 5 on the shot clock. Biñan, ball knocked away. Lasco with a recovery, no. Nick Caballero with a cleanup.
Nick Caballero staying active on the offensive rebound. Did not get that basketball, but at least he got that opportunity para dito sa Biñan.
5 points for Nick Caballero. Ino. Comboy against Pido, 3-pointer again. 11 in the ball game para kay Ino Comboy. And it has taken him less than 10 minutes to get those 11 points.
And we saw him in Mindoro. Once he gets hot, tuloy-tuloy talaga itong si Ino Comboy. And so far, he really is feeling that rhythm here in the second quarter.
Pido for 3. Can't answer.
They were daring him to shoot that 3.
Normal. Oh, what a pass. Or what is that a pass?
Actually a tap going to Ochea. That was a block. So I don't know if that's going to count as a rebound para kay Ochea, but nevertheless, that's 2 points para sa Batangas.
And it's now 29-24 lead para dito sa Rum Masters. Lopez blocked by Normal. That's the second block of John Normal.
Number 3.
Caballero, it was a block by Caballero. Ending up with Ochea making a short stab. William Bing is back. First time in the ball game para kay King. Importante. Sedaza also making his return. Caballero pulls up, fade away. Won't go, rebound, Ablaza.
Usually automatic para kay Nick Caballero, but there's too much space for him.
Comboy. Heat check para kay Ino Comboy. Carlo makes his return to the ball game. Yan, Caballero, pahinga muna. Luca Corva is also back on the floor. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Balik na yung original starting five. Foul, ang king importante. Only the first team foul for Batangas.
Only importante is not a starter here in today's ball game. Almost everybody's starters have returned.
29-24 tayo mga idol, 4 minutes left. Ayan. And the second quarter. In favor of Batangas pa rin po. Hindi ko alam kung patatlo o padalawang paghaharap na ito ng Biñan at saka Batangas mga idol. Pero lakas talaga ng Batangas.
Alright. Luca Corva, three-pointer, won't go, and King Importante completes the defensive possession. Ablaza, masyado malakas, tapikan ng bola, napunta kay Lastimosa. Luca Corva gets a running start, and when Kenny gets a running start, it's a huge advantage for Biñan. He draws the foul.
Actually, what Biñan really wants all the time, if you have talents like Carlo Lastimosa, Nick Caballero, or Kenny Curva, you want to run the floor as much as possible. Kenny Curva fishing for a foul. 6 fast break points into this ball game. I haven't seen this guy in a long time. Marco Lyon will be playing.
Yeah, he's played a handful of games during the preseason. Medyo matagal din to si Mark Olayon na nawala. And Luca Corva, that's his first point of the ball game. Already has a couple of steals. Two points, 2 for 2.
Really averaging 9 points a ball game and 5 rebounds. So, out the same scoring start para kay Kenny Curva. Ooh, might have twisted his ankle. May natapakan na pa itong si Abdul Sawat.
Not a good sign here. By the way, partner, siyempre, journalist ako diba?
Yes, yes.
So, siyempre, nag-investigate ako. Tingnan muna natin nangyari kay Abdul dito.
Oh, stepped on a teammate.
Yeah, travel. So, investigate ako. And siyempre, may mga sources ako. Diba? Sinabi ng source ko. Yung po sa Orlan Noir na sinabi mo.
Oh, okay.
So, this relates to you.
Okay. Okay.
So, sinabi
It's
sa
about
akin.
me. Okay.
So, sinabi sa akin ng tao na Surin William being misses the three, important rebound, reverse is good. Sabi sa akin. Confirmed daw.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Okay.
Alam mo kung ito na yung sabi ko, hindi ka fake news.
We can call it Orlan One Mark.
Ito na. Ito hindi fake news. Ito, totoo to. Itong dukot. Naging importante. 31-26 is importante. Extend to 5 para sa Batangas.
So kanina sa NBA mga idol, chok malala na naman po ang nangyari sa ating Golden State Warriors. 17 comeback Pasok ni Garland. Wala. Na-choke pa ang Warriors. Talo na naman.
A little bit ahead of operations. Maybe the distributor, chief and so, i-reveal ko na ba ang source ko?
Ayan. Actually, batiin mo na.
Batiin ko na, Coach RB mga
Yan.
assistant coach of the San Juan Knights.
For sure he's watching. He is counting for sure.
Oo.
Dito na, Coach. Sorry sa pa-turnover ko, Coach. Dito na ako. Sorry on air.
He's not even allowed. Mabulak against Abdul. Medyo masikip dun sa ilalim. Pamboy, shot clock winding down. Mosa gets some space, fires, short.
Sudden, Batangas is going on a 2-3 zone with a lot of length in this fight.
Absolutely. Mabulak. Fires, no, rebound, Olayon. Hindi ka makikita. Kurva doon sa loose ball. Mamboy for 3. No. Ayaw pa rin. This time Batangas working extremely hard on that defensive possession. Finally, they get their reward.
They play the very lengthy 2-3 zone. You know, this is the 2-3 zone being used by Syracuse in the NCAA. They put in 5 lengthy guys para lahat daw nakaka-stretch na close out. And that is what Coach Cholo is trying in this 5. Look at this 5. Your point guard.
31-26 tayo mga idol ha. In favor of Batangas pa rin po. Oras po natin ay 1 minute and 36 seconds remaining and the second quarter. Mag-half time na po tayo mga idol.
So, ang namin pwedeng gawin. This is they can have so many success sa kanilang lineup.
That's right.
Naalala mo yung, siyempre, lalaro ka ng 2K dati. Ako kasi hindi na makalala. Yung pag in-L1, L2 mo lang, fast lineup.
Yes. Yes.
Tall lineup.
Tall. This is exactly it. The versatility is, you know, their 5 can play the 1, their 1 can play the 5. Pwede nila magpalitan ng ano, and they will be pressing up. Mini 1-2 to press. Ito ang Batangas.
Hindi nga mini yan eh.
Okay, sorry. Tama, it's a 1-2 to press.
It's a proper
Drop down to a 2-3 zone.
Mosa against importante Carlo toying with the zone there.
It might be lengthy, but if you have a skillful scorer like Carlo Lastimosa, then there will be no problem on your offense.
33 to 28. Minute remaining. Yambing. Will be whistled for the offensive foul. Big shout out sa ating kaibigan si Paul Olives.
Uy, here's your ball. Yes.
And that is the drive running kay Carlo Lastimosa kanina. Galing din to, no?
Classic.
Rupakurna with a recovery. They go back the other way.
And Coach Cholo getting that basketball.
I thought Coach Cholo was going to shoot this patented mid-range.
Yes, that's right. Yung pinag-usapan namin ni Coach Mike, they could not shoot any mid-range shot in their last game. Sabi namin baka panahon ng ipasok si Coach Cholo dun sa 3rd and 4th quarter.
Pwede rin si Gene Alabanza.
Yan,
For
tama.
energy. Boss Gene Alabanza, yung manager ng Batangas. Abdul faces up, knocks him down.
Talk about mid-range, automatic. Pinakita ni Abdul, no, there's a new guy that can shoot the mid-range. Abdul Sawat getting that too.
35 to 28. Lastimosa takes it in, and Carlo Lastimosa.
First guy in double digits, mga ganito ba niya?
When he's on, he's certainly on. Ito si Carlo Lastimosa, much like in last season's playoffs. Importante, trying to beat the pressure. No good. Abdullah goes down. He's holding on to his face there. And it was the quarter or the half of Ino Comboy. 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 triples as well, including that bank shot. And, even with the defense of JJ Pigo over him.
End of the second quarter po mga idol, 35-30 in favor of Batangas. Ayan. So yung mga nanalo kanina mga idol sa NBA, update po natin. I-update po natin kung sino mga nanalo sa NBA kanina habang halftime po tayo. So yung kanina mga lodi, panalo po ang LA Clippers kontra Golden State Warriors. Chok malala mga idol, 17 points comeback. Ayan. Ganun talaga, bilog ang bola mga idol. And Denver Nuggets naman po kontra Utah Jazz mga lodi kanina. Ayan. Dikit-dikit mga idol ng laban kanina. Denver Nuggets kontra Utah Jazz.
Tapos kasi ng isang araw.
At yun na nga, nakuha po ng panalo ng Utah Jazz. Ng Denver Nuggets mga idol Grabe, dikit-dikit po yung laban kanina. Habang halftime po tayo, update po natin yung mga nanalo kanina. 128-125 in favor of Denver Nuggets. Ayan mga lodi. And Boston Celtics kontra Milwaukee Bucks mga idol. Tinambakan po nila Milwaukee Bucks, panalo po ang Boston. At Houston Rockets kontra Washington mga idol. Panalo din po ang Houston Rockets. Ganda ng laban kanina. Bukas po Lakers kontra Pelicans mga lodi. Bukas. At yun na nga, nakambak po ang Warriors kanina mga idol. Sayang nun. Ganda na nang nilalaro ng Warriors pero yung nahabol pa. At yung nga kababalik lang po ni Garland. Grabe, pakitang gilas agad mga idol. So ayan mga idol, update po ulit tayo about kanina sa mga nanalo kanina sa NBA. Ayan, Houston Rockets kontra Washington. Panalo po ang Houston Rockets mga idol. At Milwaukee Bucks kontra Boston Celtics. Ayan, tinambakan po ng Boston Celtics ang Milwaukee. And Denver Nuggets kontra Utah Jazz mga idol. Ayan. Panalo rin po ang Denver Nuggets. Ito ang masaklap mga lodi, laban kanina. LA Clippers kontra Golden State Warriors. Home court pa po ito ng Golden State. Tinambakan simula. Kaso, yun na nga. Choke na naman malala. Nagbabalik Garland. Galing Cleveland Cavaliers. Sayang yun, mga lodi. And bukas, Lakers kontra New Orleans Pelicans mga lodi. Ayan, third quarter na po tayo mga idol ha. In favor of Batangas. Laman pa rin po ang Batangas mga idol.
time dito sa Inonte Sports Arena where the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters have a 35-30 lead against the Biñan Takjel Mega Wagi. It's a rematch of last season's South Division semifinals where Biñan actually prevailed in 3 games. But so far, Batangas with their new look roster with a 5-point lead, and Biñan with only 1 3-pointer made. Pero yung second chance scoring, if not for the second chance scoring, I believe, medyo malaki nito lamang ng Batangas partner.
Oh, that's right. Wendell Comboy really controlled the game early. They controlled the pace. They were able to get a good lead, but nakakakuha ng offensive rebounds that give them second chance opportunities. Itong Biñan, which is keeping them alive in the ballgame. They're only down by 5, but they're not really playing a good game here in today's game. In their home court, but knowing Coach Boyet, knowing the rest of the coaching staff, I'm sure that a lot of adjustments will be done by this Biñan team for them to be able to go home with a victory here in their home court.
Well, at least not yet. So you can feel like Biñan can step it up a gear in the second half. Been an interesting game so far.
There was a warning on Batangas City. Number 53, Seda Plaza for unsportsmanlike behavior.
The warning on Seda Blaza for unsportsmanlike behavior. You remember na bumagsak ito si Mike Mabulak in the end of that first half. Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito.
There's lane.
Yeah. Oh, he was lucky there was no unsportsmanlike foul called there. Because it was a contact above the shoulder.
That's right. But they're making them play the physicality.
Plaza inside. Oh, what a finish over Big Boy Hernandez.
That was so deep para dito kay Seda Plaza. Well defended by Big Boy, but just better offense on the side of Sed.
7-point lead. Mamboy goes up to the baseline. Binigay kay Kapurva. Lastimosa. Shot clock winding down. Rebound with CJ Isik. Isik. A handoff to Seth. Jumper. No. Kenyan Veloria gives up the foul on Mike Mabulak, one of the first team fouls.
Biñan is trying to do something in their offense. You gotta credit Coach Mike for noticing there's a lot of touch passing coming from Biñan. Quicker ball movement. It's still not natural on their end.
Kapurva can't finish on the finger roll. Here comes Abdul. We'll go to Cranial Veloria up against Mamboy Raimundo. Cranial with a getaway. Saw the advantage of Cranial on Pamboy on the low block. And pinuntahan nila agad yun.
A lot of shoulder movement coming from Cranial for him to blow by itong si Pamboy. He was able to get the foul there. So it's a good move coming from Cranial.
Veloria knocks down the free throw. ManiPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Two for Cranial.
5 points in the ball game for Cranial Veloria.
A lot of pressure here being put on dito sa backcourt ng Biñan. 8-second violation again. Second time in the ball game, partner.
And the same personnel that actually got them that 8-second violation. It's both Papoy and Kenny trying to cross the court. And it was both Rim William Bing and CJ Isit on that front line.
Seda Blaza gets away and lays it in. 6 points para kay Seda Blaza. And you always get a feeling na in this preseason na parang na-rejuvenate si Seda Blaza sa mga bago nilang kakampi.
Carlo, what a finish. Carlo Lastimosa. Carlo Lastimosa will always be attacking. 12 points already para kay Carlo. But the youth of the fresh legs of Batangas is really seen in the way they move. You know, they're pressing up, they're trying to run the floor, they're attacking a lot. And I think this is what they needed in that semifinals matchup against Biñan last season.
Carlo, the big boy, turns around Mabula. That ball is knocked away by Yambing. It will stay with Biñan.
There's no soft touch for Big Boy. That was a good drop pass going to him. There was space for him to get that shot off. And babalik ang bola para dito sa Biñan.
Libre si Big Boy. Sayang
Ako na lang.
Tight for position between Mabula and Yambing. Double technical.
A lot of guys are getting eerie with Mike Mabula. Earlier it was Seda Blaza, now it's Rim William Bing. They don't like Mike.
Well, we like Mike.
Oh, we love Mike.
Look at this battle right here. Labas ang cuts ng mga cuts. Alam mo ano may lakas eh.
May
force yung asking for position doon.
Okay, 41-32 in favor of Batangas pa rin po mga idol.
Sinasabi natin.
7 minutes
Preseason pa lang.
and 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter in favor of Batangas. 41-32.
The intensity is very high in this preseason, especially because there is history between these two. Iba yung pinagdaanan nila to get for Biñan to get into the finals. Once again, see Mike Mabulak was trying to get possession on that high post, and then lock yung arms. Rim William Bing. There was a swing on Rinwell. Wala namang tinamaan. Only the arm of Mike Mabulak. I don't know what the call will be here.
Taking their time here.
Only a warning was given to Seda Blaza, so might that be enough as a warning as well para dito kay Rinwell, or was that the warning for anything extra after that?
Still, your officials still checking this one. Do we have a verdict here? Beauty pageant kasi something that our colleague Andrea Indisha is very familiar with.
May question and answer ata sila.
Tapos hindi. Ito yung pag kinukompute ng mga judges yung ano.
Pero usually kasi may nangyayari sa gitna nun eh.
Between number 31, Michael Mabulak is first, and number 5, Rin William Bing is second. Upon review, a sportsmanlike foul on number 5, Rin William Bing for excessive hard contact.
Rinwell will get an sportsmanlike.
Yes.
Third foul on Reed William Bing.
So it's a double foul and then an unsportsmanlike foul.
That's gonna be 2 fouls para dito kay Ren William Bing. So that's gonna be 3 automatically in a matter of a few seconds para kay Yambing.
So they called the double foul first. And so here was a double foul. Actually, yung senyas, double technical eh.
Yeah, there was a swing. There's a swing down. You don't like Mike Mabulak locking his arms here. Yun lang. There's a free throw kay Mike Mabulak.
Warning the Batangas City for a worker bench report.
And Batangas camp not happy at all.
They're clamoring for Mike Mabulak locking his arms. Personally, I don't see anything extra. He was just trying to get position on that high post.
41-33 tayo mga idol. Medyo physical na po.
Yung kamay ni Ren William Bing.
Mayor Jel Alonte, maraming salamat. Mayor Jel sa pag-uus sa amin dito. Siyempre si Ruel Pondo, ang kaibigan dyan. Mabulak. 3 seconds on the shot clock. No, big boy, naubusan sila ng oras. It seems like Biñan is just a little delayed with what they're trying to accomplish offensively. But you have to give credit to Batangas. The on-ball defense and the off-ball defense actually maganda eh.
They've limited only 33 points in 3 quarters para dito sa Biñan. So, really the length and the versatility of these Batangas players is a big advantage in today's ball game. Especially with Biñan not executing as quick as they should be.
We're going to go to Cardenas Timosa against Cranial Veloria. Ball knocked away by Cranial. 6 seconds, a shot clock on Biñan.
You see the Biñan defense, they're just clogging down on the lane. Everybody inside. They're forcing the cross-court pass.
Gives them a lot of time to recover as well. Bomboy gets away and puts it in.
First step coming from Bomboy Rimoto, he saw that he had speed advantage against Ren William Bing, able to step through and able to get that float.
Anim na lang ang lamang ng Batangas. Isid trying to get past big boy Cranial. The kick out. Medyo masikip. Veloria takes the 3. Sabo malakas. Rebound ako ni Abdul. Now Ablaza. Set. Layup is good. Wow.
There's a different step to set the Plaza today. He has better foot speed.
Lakas talaga ni Ablasa mga idol. 43-35 in favor of Batangas pa rin.
Ng mga kabataan, itong si Seth Plaza, and he has an extra step.
Oh, Lastimosa hangs in the air. Couple of misses there from Biñan from close range. 8-point game. Easy drives left. Mabulak whistled for the foul.
Obviously a foul on Mike Mabulak there. Got the head of CJ Isit.
Very difficult to defend CJ Isit going downhill.
Especially on the left. When he is attacking left, that is comfort zone.
Caballero is back on the floor. Carlo gets a breather. CJ Isit. There's the free throw. Steam ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. 2 for 2 for CJ Isit. Former Mapua Cardinal.
Points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Always a Swiss Army knife para dito sa basketball show.
They beat the press. Biñan. Raimundo. Mabula providing the pick. That is an offensive foul on Mike Mabula.
Mike Mabula is just creating too much space that's unneeded. He's pushing, he's pulling. That's an obvious charge on Mike Mabula.
That one was obvious though, but credit CJ Isit. This is such a smart player right here.
Good fight over para dito kay CJ Isit. They also knew that Mike Mabula was eventually going to move. You know, sometimes it's also the fault of the ball handler moving when the screen is not set yet. Yes, it's not set yet. More than anything else, really, the defense of Batangas is making things hard for the offense of Biñan here in this quarter. They only scored 5 points in total. Itong Biñan.
10-point game. Biñan already over the limit. Yambing. Ablaza. Extra pass. Abdul. Biñan holding their ground inside. Raimundo. Amboy for 3. No. Daniel with a rebound.
Not a lot of movement on the offense of Biñan. The past few plays, not a lot of options.
Ablaza. Back out to Cranial. Caballero ang nakabantay. Or Cranial Veloria. Veloria. Travel. Extra step.
Called by the referee, lost his balance on the spin. Good defense by Nick Caballero. Standing his ground. Able to defend him one-on-one.
Hirap yung subject ng Nick.
No, actually, I've never seen him this close. Ang built pala talaga to si Nick. Tangke. Ang tangke. You know, that's the perfect term. He is a tank that can move. He's a very mobile tank. And for a wing guy, he really can use his body.
Kita mo yun?
On point yung pinag-uusapan natin. Well, usually when I get to cover him in college, it's a little far off. This close, he is built like a tank.
Sabi nga ni Andre Dorendez, apat na guys daw yan.
45-37 mga idol in favor of Batangas.
Kasi yung pag-booking niya kay Nick Caballero, Abdul!
4 minutes sleep. Okay, 10 na pong kalamangan ng Batangas mga idol. 47-37.
Versatility, that is the perfect guy for you.
2-on-1 here, Biñan. Kenny Rocaturva.
Got it, Bonifacio. Another beautiful assist, touch passing coming from Biñan, and Juanek Bonifacio is really playing that touch pass very well.
More points out for Rocaturva, but William Bing. 10 points para kay William Bing. Sort of reminds me of that William Bing All-Star season with Quezon City. I think even better here with Batangas. Ruka Curva gets some space, flips it up and in.
After a very cold first 5 minutes of the quarter, all of a sudden we are having a barrage of shots from both sides of the court. And now offense is the name of the game for both sides.
Isit drives middle, kick out, Veloria from the corner. That's a three.
Not give that space. Veloria gets his rhythm off the three. Not the quickest of releases, but if he's wide open, mataas ang percentage ni Cranial Veloria.
7 points now para kay Cranial. 2.5 minutes left to play. Ruka Curva. Atake sa gitna. One-hander, can't get the roll. Rebound ni Abdul. Quickly to Yambing. Yambing. Fouled by Waray Himpayan. Nagkumpiyansa ni William Bing. Nakikita natin dito with Batangas.
And we want to see that in William Bing. We know the capability, we know the talent. He was not used as well in Bataan. Hindi natin masyado nakita yung kanyang full capacity. But now, Coach Cholo appreciating what he can bring to the table. Is giving him the green light to do what he does.
I thought Coach Cholo, of course, you know, like a defensive-oriented coach Cholo. I think he was, you know, yung na-attract siya dahil sa length ni William Bing at saka sa athleticism niya. But what's happening right now is Will, because of that because of that opportunity that was given to him, he has repaid that trust. With his great performances offensively as well. Let's go to Andrea.
Coach Boyet Fernandez told me that in this game, he is actually giving all the guys a chance to play. Well, basically, that's what the preseason is all about. With a lot of new guys in, gusto daw sana ng coaches na mabilis silang ma-incorporate. Maximum na daw yung 10 minutes each player. One more thing Coach Boyet noticed, the team has matured immensely, and with that, nadadala daw yung mga bago, especially the likes of Nick Caballero. Even Nick himself shared to me, being a grounding tiger himself,
55-45 mga idol. Uy! Ayan na naman, pisikalan na naman ang laban mga idol.
A lot of things with Nick, especially becoming a point guard. In his words, ako yung rookie, but I don't feel like a rookie.
55-45 mga idol in favor of Batangas. Medyo pisikalan na po talaga to. 2 minutes left. Ang natitirang oras po natin in the third quarter. In favor of Batangas pa rin po mga idol. Maintan na po ito, pati si coach ng Batangas. Nagtututuro na.
Ino Comboy for excessive hard contact. There's a turnover. There's back-to-back baskets by J. Mark Malyari. Now, nasa linya siya ngayon. Free throws was ball possession. Contact to the chest.
Parang the magic bunot para dito sa Biñan. All of a sudden gets 4 points, gets a stop, gets the ball back to them. Doesn't even need the warm-up. Ito si J. Mark Marilari, instant energy off the bench para dito sa Biñan.
Nakaluin niya Kuya Ping yung si J. Mark pag nag-miss ng free throw. Ayun Ayun, dalawang.
Hindi masaya si Kuya Ping. Dalawang tsinelas na yung luma. Kanina isa pa lang Kanina isa pa lang yung hawak Ngayon dalawang tsinelas na yung hawak.
Let's see if Biñan can close out the period with a run here. Both teams in penalty. Malyari. First pass to Caballero. Caballero, stutter step. Blocked by Nermal up top. And that's 3 blocks already para kay John Nermal.
He's playing a terrific help side this game. He is waiting for the players up top, waiting for the block shots.
Ochea
Nakuha pa rin ang Batangas.
follows up his own miss.
Ochea is playing a terrific offensive game. Ochea only averages 2 points a ball game, but today he gets 8.
Ganda, no?
I haven't seen this version of Don Ochea in a long time, looking for his baskets.
Rotation has been tight for Batangas, by the way. Bit of a problem as well.
A good basket and a foul on Don Ochea. Very physical game for a preseason.
57-45 tayo mga idol, pero additional free throw po dito on Biñan.
Wanted Bonifacio.
Sablay po. Time remaining po natin, 1 minute, mahigit. In the third quarter.
Bonifacio. We've seen him play a long time for Pasay, now playing for Biñan. Looks a little bit heavier, ready for the physicality. MPBL, but he has to be able to move in with the speed because a lot of young guys are coming in here in the league. We see the versatility and the way that this Batangas team is moving. So Juarez Bonifacio has to be ready for a lot of different types of matchups.
One boy, that's a tough shot. Waray with the rebound, quickly to Malyari. They can go for a 2-for-1 here, Biñan. Ochea staying in front of Caballero. Lasco with a recovery. Damian Lasco misses the layup. Rebound. Nermal. Nabitawan ng bola. Malyari has it. J. Mark. Lasco from the corner. 3. No. Homeboy gets a running start. Ino leaves it to Ochea. No. Apinan. They have time here. Batangas. Yambing shoots short. That's a foul.
And they are in penalties. That's going to be 2 free throws. But give Bayan a lot of action.
I don't think that was a good decision there.
3.7 seconds na lang mga idol, natitirang oras po natin in the third quarter. Talagang mainitan po ang laban ng Biñan kontra Batangas.
Tigil si William Bing trying to swipe. That's why they called for a foul. That's the maturity he still needs. He has to be able to check the clock.
May additional free throw po dito ang Biñan mga idol.
They give an opportunity.
Wala talaga.
But he misses
57-45 mga idol in favor of Batangas. Mukhang hindi makakabawi po ang Biñan ah.
Comes in with 3.7 seconds remaining in the third. Apinan looking for a teammate. It's Arim. Dexter. Three-pointers down dito sa laban between Batangas and Biñan. It's been a hard-fought game so far here in our preseason invitational. Seth Ablaza looking rejuvenated.
So yun mga Lodi, end of the third quarter po tayo. Last quarter na po in favor of Batangas pa rin.
For Biñan.
Grabe yung init ng laban.
Rainier Vinoria contributing as well for Batangas. The Rum Masters are heading into the fourth period with an 11-point lead against
Score
the
po
Biñan.
natin 57-46 in favor of Batangas. Last quarter na po tayo mga idol.
Mayor Jen Alonte and Ruel Condo. Mga kaibigan dito sa Biñan. Ako, alam mo yung wish ko at the end of the season? Makita ka, mahani-shot ka namin sa tabi. Juanito.
Ako, kung ano, hindi niyo ako mahuhuli. Hindi, yun na lang. Hindi niyo ako mahuhuli.
Yun ang ano ko eh. Yun ang dream ko talaga yun eh.
Yun ang hindi niyo mahuhuli sa akin.
Alam ko, suportado ako ng mga kasama ko dito.
Andyan lang ako pumapalakpak sa mga
But yeah.
team.
Fourth quarter underway here in Biñan. Coach Salgiri a little bit and Ricky Distrito. Bonifacio. Lasco back to Bonnie. Ball fake. 10 seconds to shoot. Lasco open. Sees a gap. Inatake niya pero nabitaw ng bola. Dexter, touch pass. Caballero with a hustle play. And that is off John Herman. Bola mapupunta sa Biñan.
Both sides playing terrific defense here. What terrific stop coming from Batangas. No available driving lane, no available cutting lane. And on the other end, Biñan off the turnover, recovering quickly to get the stop back.
Lasco. Caballero from the corner. Dexter Apinan with another rebound. And Dexter already. How many rebounds does he have? 9 rebounds in the ball game. 4 in the offensive end.
Only 1 point for Dexter.
56-46 tayo mga idol ah. Last quarter na po tayo.
Homeboy, 3 for 3.
Another 3 points by Batangas.
Scored the third quarter, but that 11 in the first half, he still feels the rhythm. That's a good shot coming from Ino.
14 in the ball game para kay Ino Comboy off the bench. Alright, Himpayan has 7 points now in the ball game. Jose naman dito ng Batangas.
Finally get something to work on the offensive end.
rin. Comboy. Masyado malakas. Rebound ni Ochea. Shot clock down to 2. Arim. Misses everything. Normal. They will run out of time, Batangas. Babalik sa Biñan ang bola.
Batangas tried to set up their shooters in that last play. That was actually an open shot, but it went the Comboy. But on the next play after that offensive rebound, they were able to recover on the defensive end. It's a better stop coming from Biñan. They have not been consistent on the defensive end. And if they can make a lot of stops like that, then they have a chance to return in this basketball game.
Waray. That's a foul on Normal. That's clearly a foul.
Where the post line ito? Biñan.
60 and 48 tayo mga idol. 12 pang abante ng Batangas.
Stretch out the floor and make the three for them to have a lot more successful attacks on the inside.
Malyari pulls up. No. Rebound Normal. John Normal attacks and is fouled by Malyari. It's not.
Grabe. Foul trouble ang Biñan mga idol. 60 and 48 po tayo. Oras po natin mga idol. 7 minutes and 28 and seconds remaining in the last quarter na po mga idol. Makakabawi ba ang Biñan kontra Batangas? Hirap na hirap po ang Biñan mga idol. Lakas ng Batangas. Another free throw po ang Batangas. Okay, sablay po yung unang free throw. 16-48 in favor of Batangas.
Only 1 out of 6.
He's in a bit of a slump here. Ito si John Normal.
Medyo nasa extremes itong si John. Scored 13, scored 20.
Ah, oh my goodness.
And then
Struggles continues.
And then the struggle now on this end. Oh, that's obvious. What I give Bayan, it's an extension and not needed because it was their ball. But that's right in front of the referee. There will be a review here on what happened on what I give Bayan, but obviously there was something more than basketball.
Yeah.
Coach Boyd obviously not happy. The ball is on their end. Choosing to delay with his emotions.
Commissioner Emmer Oreta. Tingnan natin nangyari dito. No.
Okay mga idol, official review yata ang nangyari. Medyo mainit na po kasi ang laban pero yun nga, update po tayo sa mga nanalo kanina sa NBA. Golden State Warrior po. Choke na naman mala. Comeback ng LA Clippers. 17 comeback. Lamang na, tinalo pa. Houston Rockets kontra Washington, panalo rin po. Boston Celtics kontra Milwaukee Bucks, panalo rin po. Denver Nuggets kontra Utah Jazz, napakagandang laban pero siyempre Denver Nuggets pa rin po ng ngayon. Lantahok mga idol ha. Ang inayawan, ang sinayang ng Golden State Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga. 3-win streak. Sa pulong napalipat sa Atlanta Hawks mga idol.
No unsportsmanlike foul on J. Margipaya, but obviously an elbow was given there.
Bukas mga idol, Lakers kontra New Orleans Pelicans.
But nonetheless, it's a turnover.
And that is what Coach Boyd was actually mad about. They had the basketball, they had a chance to cut the lead, but a turnover is something you would not want in this part of the ballgame.
Ino Comboy. 6 seconds to work with. Comboy against Magliari. Comboy for 3. Bulak secures the rebound. Magliari on the move. Bonifacio. Mga Caballero. Nick gets it back. Caballero with some space. And Biñan looking out of sync right now.
That is what I was saying in the past plays. They need a shooter who can stretch out the floor for them to get a lot more opportunities on the inside. What Batangas is doing, they're clogging on the inside. It's an easier task for them to close down on the post.
Biñan back out to Normal. That's a travel on Jex.
Lost footing there, wanted to drive the ball. Also was checking on if there was an option on the corner. So medyo nalito na yung paa ni Jexter.
Interesting lineup here. Lastimosa comes in for the point guard, Magliari. Might be Nick Caballero who will run the point here for Biñan.
A lot of attack options for Biñan right here.
Lastimosa trying to work on combo in the low block. Taken away by Normal. Batangas with numbers. Normal just can't get a basket right now. It was a John Normal, but he's doing everything else well.
That's right, that's right. He's playing perfect defense. That's a good attack. He's played a perfect help side, 3 blocks in this ball game. But when it comes to getting a basket, parang may takip para dito kay John Normal.
MoneyPay is the digital wallet for the community. My goodness.
We're not used to seeing him this cold. It's now a cold streak para dito kay John Normal. May panggigigil na rin eh.
Just sort of gets into your head. Wow. 0 for 5 at the free throw line. Apinan. But he's trying to make it up for his work on the defensive end. Look at the hustle play from John Normal. He forces the turnover.
That's the reason why he is still inside the court. Might not be able to get buckets, but his hustle, his heart, the way he's putting his body there on a preseason ball game. The ball will return to Batangas.
Homeboy got it. That's a big one. To make it 15.
We were watching the game of Australia last Sunday. The shooters that the guards are, whenever they see an opening, they have to make the 3. That is exactly what Ino Comboy does. Sees a little opening, gets his footing right away, squared, balance, takes the 3, makes the 3, extends the lead.
Ino Comboy with 17 points, 3 rebounds including 4 triples. Oh, Anito, it's been that type of ball game para kay Ino Comboy. It seems like his confidence is really at its peak right now.
He likes his role. He is going to play the same role. He's going to play that point guard position. The coach Cholo is actually giving him the green light to take those shots I think he will be taking on the same role that Levy Hernandez had whenever he's open, whenever they needed a three. So he is a younger version of Levy here, but will be playing that point guard position.
Mabulak trying to jog that man there. Second team foul. Mabulak lost the handle. It will stay with Biñan with 12 seconds in the shot clock. And 5.5 minutes remaining.
Very strong offense here. Only 2 points in the last 5 minutes. Para dito sa Biñan, nothing is happening on their offense. And the struggles continue para dito sa Biñan.
Dexter Apinan. We have not seen Seda Blaza back yet since the third period. O'Neal rim. Homeboy. Nice drop off. Shea will finish.
That is the problem. Everybody is looking at Ino Pomboy. Is he going to shoot? Is he going to drive? All eyes on Ino. Someone was cutting on the corner, wide open on the drop.
That's a foul on Dexter Apinan. Batangas, their third team foul. Not already over the limit, but Ino Homeboy beating his man off the bounce. Nice movement without the ball, galing kay Don Ochea. So he's got 10 points now.
Loving the way Don Ochea is playing today. We always talk about his defense. Today he is in double digits in scoring para dito sa Batangas.
Kurva. Turnover again.
They only scored 2 points here in the whole fourth quarter. Coach Boy is not happy with the way they are executing. Of course, you also have to credit the defense of Batangas. It has been on point.
Homeboy for three. That one was halfway in, partner.
Batangas was ready to explode. They were ready for him to have a heat check.
Don Ochea flying in for that rebound.
Outside shooting has been atrocious para dito sa Biñan. 1 out of 17 coming from the outside, and that is a problem that they have to be able to answer on come our regular season.
Normal finally.
67-48 mga Lodi, pinakula sa 48 po ang Biñan. 4 minutes slip na po tayo, last quarter na po ito mga idol. 67-48 po mga idol, in favor of Batangas. Lakas talaga ng Batangas. 4 minutes slip na lang po, last quarter na po tayo.
Standing ovation, tuwa para sa jump shot.
Boluto comes in for Dexter Apinan. I think Dexter's night is done. Seda Blaza's night is done. Ano buhayan? Kahit si Jack, you know?
Yes. There's a different energy to this team, obviously. It's still a lot of the same players, but there's a different feel, there's a different energy, and you like the positivity. Parang nai-radiate sila ng something new.
Just a minor speed bump yung pagkatalo na yan against Quezon City. Okay, mixing it up underneath. Travel.
Everybody reacting on that side. Like,
Boy, October.
I need some energy today. Might bring in some running, probably a few dunks. Let's see if Poy Yakub can change things.
Matutuwa si Coach Solo yan. Ibig sabihin wala depensa. Poy. Turnover. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Wala talaga mga Lodi. Another turnover na naman sa Biñan. Lakas talaga ng Batangas. 67-48 mga idol. Pinako na sa 48. Oras po natin 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Bola pa rin po ng Batangas.
Putting him on the post, single coverage. They're gonna try to go one-on-one. Lalo na pag mas maliit yung depensa ni John Hermal. Siguro it's their way of saying maybe it's time for you to get out of your slump.
That's what good teams do, good teammates do.
Kahit anong palit gawin siguro dito. 67-48 mga idol ha. In favor of Batangas.
Except for the last 2 games, offensive.
3 minutes and 5 seconds. Free throw pa po ang Batangas. Ano ba yan?
Because from all of the teams that he has played for, from Bacoor to Pampanga.
Makolod pa, may Makolod.
Bacolod, okay.
May Bulacan pa yan. But again, it's always a battle with confidence, no? But what you need, once you see the ball go to the hoop,
Yes.
so you're in your way. Buluto and Hernandez, absolutely needless at this point.
Hindi na tumahimot ang Biñan. Pinako na sa...
Absolutely needless at this point, okay?
Yan, bigay laban na. Lakas talaga ng Batangas. Pantalo ang Batangas eh.
3 minutes remaining. All over but the final score here, 21-point lead para dito sa Batangas. Akub will fly.
Wala man nakatolpang. May busa lang 3 ang tito ng referee.
John.
Oh,
Kuha pa siya ng foul and it's back to the free throw line for John Herman.
John Hermal now getting a little bit more aggressive. They're keeping him on the floor. You see Coach Cholo really cheering him up.
Yeah, I think papasok kasi Lion for him next dead ball.
Going to be fan favorite.
Jonah Jacob is in.
At this point, you can try any guy.
nawala tayo ng signal mga idol. Pasensya na.
Try to finish, no good. Ang Buluto, pinapos sa kabila.
That was a hard shot. That was a hard shot. You know, that was a really terrific defense. 3 black shirts. He was still able to get it in.
Sabi nito, fall. Okay na. Baka mag-escalate pa eh. 15-2 here in the fourth. Batangas outscoring Biñan. Let's see if MJ Homo can change that. There's nothing there.
And so only 2 points in the fourth quarter para sa Biñan. Struggle has been real.
Look at 3 points in the period from Biñan. So that is their first basket since the 8:21 mark. So it was a 7-minute drought.
Right.
They have to be careful here, Big Boy and Buluto.
Pinakula sa 49 mga Lodi.
Messing around, yeah.
2 minutes left na po. Nakita na natin oras in the last quarter.
Well, ang Buluto can afford to
72-49.
score that we have right now. Boy, finds it in.
Finally getting a bucket. He's trying to jump over everybody, but it's really the length of any defender of Batangas that's making things hard para dito kay Poy Poy.
Rospe. Oliva. drive. Nakawala. No. Arim with a stick back.
Oh, Lima has that speed. You've seen him do that.
To Buguelo.
Not even defending already on that. No need.
Yeah. This is a big win for Batangas. A big bounce back win after that upset that they suffered at the hands of Quezon City. Should put them firmly in the driver's seat. Oh, Jacob almost got that one to go in, and Big Boy scores +1.
Gotta be honest, I like the energy.
Garbage time na po tayo mga idol.
Got a tap against Grospe earlier. Now he's getting the offensive rebound. Ito yung pinulan ng Biñan in the fourth quarter. The heart that you can put in. But they're just trying
Amazing partner.
just trying to get him, his confidence going. But you know, he has an opportunity and he's taking the opportunity.
Gusto ko yung energy mo, partner. Grabe. You know what? It's been, I think, 2-3 years since you've been
That's
working.
right, that's right. I actually missed it. When I saw the name that we were gonna work together, I was excited.
Arim for 3. No. Looks like Jacob will get a basket here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And that's how we'll finish. Dito sa Alonte Sports Arena.
Jonas Brosco Bros, mga lodi. Pinasok sa last.
Pick up the win.
Ayan.
Jonah Jacob
So panalo na naman po mga idol ang Batangas kontra Biñan.
What a master.
Jonas Brosco Bros. Tingnan nga natin kung abot yung puntos ni Jonas.
Batangas.
Uy, umabot niya mga idol. Pass break yung kay Jonas.
Jonah Jacob had to keep
Jacob
his voice.
Brosco Bros. Yes sir. Number 33 ng Biñan mga idol. So panalo po ang Batangas mga idol. Maraming salamat po.
He's our best player.
Ayan, thank you sa pakikisa.
A spectacular
Update pa ba natin ng score? Tambak po eh.
outside
Laki.
Homeboy. He really was in rhythm in this ball game. Whether it was a catch and shoot or off the bounce, walang problema kay Ino Homeboy.
No, anything
Okay,
that
sige
he
mga
does,
idol. 74 is 58 in favor of Batangas.
Either off the dribble,
Laki po
off
ng
the
lamang.
catch, off the
So
bounce.
maraming salamat po at
The play of the game on
pasensya na po sa ating live.
58,
Paputol-putol.
Batangas bouncing back at the expense of Biñan. Let's go to Andrea.
Maraming salamat sa Del. First of all,